Hey everybody, Pete here, and I am on video today to open some unopened stuff. Uh, and I'm going to get started because I don't want this video to run forever. I've picked up some stuff between Retro World Expo and trips to a couple of local video game stores that is still sealed. And one of the things that I really like to do is to open these things on camera to experience them for the first time. Some of the stuff I've been waiting on for a couple of weeks. Some other stuff I've only been waiting on a day or so. So the first thing I've got to show is this. This is a tremor pack, which is for the Sega Dreamcast. Uh, Tremor packs or jump packs are the Sega Dreamcast equivalent of a rumble pack that you plug into the controller. There are two ports that you can plug things into. One VMU port, and we'll get to those in a minute, and the other is a rumble pack, which is this. This is still sealed. It's still taped on both sides. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to open it, I think. Maybe. Here's the one side, and here's the other. So if we open this up, this is from 1999, so this is 17 years old. So if we open it up, we see what looks like this. So, and I'll hold it up so you can see. So the tremor pack is right there, and we'll take that out so you can look at it. Maybe we'll take it out. This is funny, when I do this live, it's difficult to predict what happens. So it looks like this. There are no lights on it or anything. There's like a little locking device right here to keep things locked. And you can see down the bottom where it plugs in. So this is the tremor pack. I have heard really good things about this, that it's really strong and really powerful, and I like that. I'm one of those crazy people that really digs the vibration effect. So to go along with the tremor pack, we also have some documentation. We have a product registration card, which looks like that. And I don't even, is Interact even still around? I don't know. But we have a whole bunch of stuff that I could fill out talking about where I purchased it, what my name is, whether I have America Online, CompuServe, Prodigy, MSN, Genie, Internet Usenet groups. Oh my goodness. So there's a whole bunch of really cool stuff on here. In addition, we also have a manual that's very brief. The Tremor Pack is a vibrating device designed exclusively for the Sega Dreamcast game system. When inserted into one of the visual memory device slots, the Tremor Pack is able to deliver a jolting vibration to your controller, allowing you to feel every bump, hit, and blast in all compatible games without the need for batteries. So that's what the manual looks like. It's very plain, and that is the Tremor Pack. So I'm excited to use this. I've been playing games on the Dreamcast so far without it, and I'm looking forward to actually being able to play games like NFL Blitz and a couple of others with the jump pack enabled. So that's the first thing. Now let's get to, let's talk about the other thing that goes inside the controller, which are visual memory units, or VMUs. I have two of these that have been unopened, and we're going to open one right now. I'm going to keep the other one sealed for now. VMUs were the coolest things back in 1999 and 2000 because they were memory cards that were more than memory cards. They were memory cards that you could actually play games on, although they were really limited in terms of what they could do. So this here is what the VMU looks like, and let me go ahead and put this stuff down. So I just want to show you. So that's what the VMU looks like. It has a LCD screen, has sleep and mode buttons, plus an A and a B button, and a very small D-pad. So hopefully when I pull the tab, there we go. And you can probably see that I can go ahead and select the year. And hard to believe I'm going to be going all the way to 2016. So 2016, you can see it right there. And today is October 25th. Thank you, computer, for telling me. Oh. Ah. Just getting this set. So October the 25th. And it is 11:08 p.m. So now it is on the Sega Visual Memory Unit right there. And we're good. And it shows how much space I have free, which is 200, and for game 128. And there are no saved files. Man, this is cool, the fact that the battery actually works. That's freaking awesome. So the thing about the VMU, we'll go ahead and put it to sleep here, is that you can actually take the top off. So you have like the things to, you have the ports, but you want to keep the top on because the idea is you keep this memory card with you so you can play games and stuff on the go. So that's really cool that I actually have one with batteries that work. There is an instruction manual in here, which shows you how to use it and everything. It takes two CR2032 batteries, so that's probably why a lot of these don't work. A lot of the old ones don't work is because people haven't replaced the batteries. But there you go. So that is the VMU. And I'm actually just going to put this off to the side. Whoa, don't want to lose that. So I have another one that's unopened. I'll open this at another time. So I have a blue one and a black one. I have another blue one that my friend Dan Unger from Retro World Expo gave to me. And then I have a bunch of white ones. But those don't have the batteries that work. So that does. All right. So I also have a bunch of Dreamcast games that I'm going to open now. For those of you that aren't sports game fans, you're probably going to be disappointed because that's what I have here that are unopened. But these games go back to 2001. So these are 15 years old, some of these, or older. So the first one I want to show you is NBA 2K2 with Allen Iverson's face missing. We'll go ahead and we'll get this opened up. This was the last of the NBA 2K games for the Dreamcast before Sega ported them to the PS2 and other systems. So that's what it looks like there. There's the back, Own the Court. On the inside, and I'll just turn the disc around so you can see it. It's not very exciting. So on the inside, you can see the NBA 2K2 disc. You can see an ad for Sega Tennis 2K2. And we have more games fold out, which is kind of a laugher, considering that the Dreamcast are just about dead at this point. But I'll just show you. We have Crazy Taxi 2. Daytona USA is on here. Shenmue, Metropolis Street Racer, and a couple of others. Damn shame that this system did not last any longer. But there it is. So that is NBA 2K2. That's a basketball game, and I'll be looking at that as I do some articles for the Retro Referee website when time allows about the Dreamcast and how it changed sports games. All right, so next up, I don't want to do that one just yet. So speaking of Tennis 2K2, we actually have an unopened copy of that as well. So this was the sequel to Virtua Tennis. Once Sega realized that it had a winner with Virtua Tennis, it wanted to mix the arcade and the simulation aspects to create another game. This particular game is not my favorite. I prefer the original Virtua Tennis, which I'm still trying to get my hands on. If we open this up, and let me go ahead and just, whoops. If we go ahead and just turn this around, there we go. So you can see the disc right here looks like a big tennis ball, and we can see Allen Iverson with NBA 2K2 on the side there. And we do have another more games insert on the inside. So again, this is equal to Virtua Tennis, Tennis 2K2. We actually did get Sega Sports Tennis ported over to the PS2 later, but this tends to perform just a little bit better than the PlayStation 2 version. All right, and next, with a faded look of, or a faded look for Pedro Martinez on the cover, this is World Series Baseball 2K2, also from 2001. And we'll open this one up. This case is unfortunately a little bit on the dented side. And there's, before I finish taking this off, you can see there is a Foot Locker sticker for $10 off a purchase of $50 or more. Something tells me that's probably not going to be good anymore. So I'll toss that to the side. Again, you can see that the case up here is a little bit cracked. We open this up, and yeah, we can see it. That's kind of funny. So this is a coupon at Foot Locker, so you can get $10 off for a purchase of 50 or more, and is valid through November 15th of 2001. So I'm 15 years too late on this. There's also a Play to Win sweepstakes entry and a product information folder. We'll take those out for just a minute. I love the Foot Locker thing. I want to hold on to that. I think, is that a sticker? No. And then here is the disc right here, which looks like a big baseball. And you see NCAA College Football Road to the Rose Bowl 2K2. And believe it or not, that is the next one that we're going to go ahead and open up. That's Pedro on the cover again. And then last but not least for Dreamcast games, yes, this is Drew Brees, the starting quarterback for the New Orleans Saints, a guy that's probably going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer, guy who's just broken a ton of records, great passer. And this was him when he was playing for Purdue, which is a long time ago. This one is going to be a little bit tougher to open. I'm not sure whether this is factory seal or whether this is a reseal from the show. It feels like it's factory, but so again, here's the cover. Get with the program, says on the back, with big hits, big plays, and big games. And these eventually became... these eventually got ESPN licensing for 1 year when Sega Sports decided to do NCAA College Football 2003. Oh yeah, this case is not in great shape. That is okay. We'll just take that off. On the inside, you're going to see a disc that is shaped like a football. On the inside, you can see that there. Another Play to Win registration. And then we also see NFL 2K2, which I think I need to get. I got to remember what I have. And yeah, the case got damaged, which is too bad. So I haven't played any of these yet. I will certainly get around to doing that now that I have these opened. Boy, that's a shame. But those are the Dreamcast games. And I have one more thing to show. And this I'm really excited for this. I got this from Video Game Castle in Chicopee, Massachusetts just yesterday. This, and I know the factory seal is a little loose, but this is a sealed copy of Madden 95 for the Genesis. So this is going back to 1994, so this is 22 years old now. And I'm looking forward to opening this. I'm going to do that right now. And I'm going to try and do that so you can see me kind of pull the cover off. Man, this is cool. So there goes the wrapping. So this is Madden 95. And if we open it up, we have There's the game cartridge right there, and then the manual. Let's just take everything out of here. We also have, and I find this fascinating, we have a poster, and I'm not going to be able to show it all on camera, but the poster has just a bunch of team profiles on it. And let me open that up. So you can see all of the team stats and profiles and such. And this was when we had the NFL and NFLPA license, so we actually had the player names and everything. So we're talking about for the Cowboys, Rodney Peete as a backup, Jason Garrett, who's now the head coach of the team, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, Alvin Harper. Wow, some of these names. Tom Tolbert, am I reading that right? Leon Lett. So this is really neat. Also, we have the EA Sports 95 All-Star lineup, which features Tough Man Contest, NBA Live 95, and Coach K College Basketball, which is basically NBA Live but in college format. And we also have what I always have fun with, the Register Now, the registration card that we would send back. And yes, they made you go ahead and put a stamp on it in order to send it back. So you can register your game and maybe win some cool stuff. So that's always a good find, being able to open a 22-year-old game like that. And the games are just, I mean, that's my third copy now. I'm sure I'm going to get rid of one at some point. But it's always fun to open something like that and just kind of feel what it's like to open a game that's that old. So there you go. That's all the stuff that I have to open. It was certainly neat to try out a VMU for the first time and actually power it up and be able to open up some of these games for you. Real quick, because this is already almost 20 minutes, in terms of retro referee stuff, I am running behind. I have started substitute teaching, and I'm teaching between 3 and 4 days a week. So I don't have nearly as much free time as I did when I was in college. So just getting the time to be able to get stuff written has been a little bit of a challenge while I'm getting used to the work schedule and the grind. So please bear with me. I do have every intent to keep updating the site when I can. It's just getting used to working as much as I have been. And contrary to popular belief, teaching will definitely wear you out, especially when you're working with third, fourth, and fifth grade kids. Something I love to do. I absolutely adore doing it, but I do get tired by the time I get home at the end of the day. So I do have plans to continue to update the Retro Referee site. It's just taking me a little bit to get things done. And this is going to be the video for the week. I'd like to be able to do one video every week if I can. I certainly won't have anything cool like this. I think next time around I'd like to show some stuff on the Dreamcast, talk about maybe NBA Showtime, because by then we're going to be into November. But that's not finalized yet. So I hope you enjoyed watching this. It was certainly fun for me to be able to open stuff up. I'm sure that 18 minutes is way too long for a lot of you. But if you stuck it out all the way through, great job. I really appreciate it. And until the next time, everybody, take care. Have a good one.